What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? Yeah.
Big beats.
We talk about the music, talk about the culture. We talking hip hop, cause it's never over. We talking about. You know we bring the heat, cause the world colder. Right. We ready for this war and we got our soldiers. We talking about the way we gotta feed the streets. We talking food for thought, everybody eats. Real life. We talking real life, but we ain't gotta preach. Not at all. We talking about love and we spreading peace. What we talking about? We talking about the news running through the town. Right. We talking about the way we hold our people down. What we talking about? We talking real gems, people gotta learn. What we talking about? We talking cash money, people gotta earn. What we talking about? We talking about respect and we talking pride. Right. You gotta stand tall when you come outside. Real life. We talking about the news that ain't out yet. What we talking about? If you want that real talk, this is that outlet. What we talking about?
Salute. Welcome back to What We Talking About. I am your host, Rick. We back in the building, back with an all-new episode. Pardon my tardiness. I've been gone for a minute, but you know, it's the holiday season. I've been super busy running around. But you know, today's New Year's Eve, so I say, you know what, I'm gonna drop an episode, update the people, you know, and get ready for the new year, man. You know, I'm not really making too many New Year's resolutions and all that. I just want to focus, you know. I just want to focus this year, and I want to focus on what I'm trying to do as far as, you know, this podcast, as far as my other podcasts. You know, I got 3 podcasts in total. I'm trying to build my own podcast network called FTH Media. You know, I got a podcast in the true crime genre called Dumb Crimes and Criminals, the funniest true crime podcast in the world. And in the TV and film genre, I got a podcast called Movie Talk. So definitely, if you're listening to this, go check those out, follow those, you know, listen to those, comment on those, interact with those. I'll appreciate it. But yeah, man, Christmas, you know, damn, Christmas came and went super fast, man. It's crazy. I don't know if it's because, you know, I'm an adult now and I got kids and responsibilities and a wife and all that time is just getting by me or what, but it's like time is flying, man. You know, this is my favorite time of the year. So, you know, when it comes to the holidays, I get real festive. You know what I'm saying? Once October hit, I'm in holiday mode. You know what I'm saying? I'm Halloween movies all October. You know what I mean? October 1st, it's Halloween time. It's Halloween movies all October. Then we going into Thanksgiving. You know, then we going into Christmas and all that. You know, but you know, I enjoyed my Christmas. You know, make sure my kids enjoyed the Christmas. You know what I'm saying? And I hope all y'all, you know, anybody that may be listening to this episode, I hope y'all enjoyed your Christmas, getting ready for the new year. You know, if you got some goals, you know, just stick to them, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if you fall off track, just kind of lock in. You know, even if you fall off track from whatever your goals may, you know, whatever goals you may have set, just lock in, man. You know, even if you fall off, man, just say, you know what, that was a bad day. Let me jump back in. Let me lock back in. You know, like I said, I ain't even really making no resolutions like that. I just want to focus. You know what I'm saying? Just focus on exercising, focusing on my family, focusing on building the things that I'm trying to build as far as, you know, my podcast network and other entrepreneurial, you know, dreams and goals that I have. I'm just trying to lock in. You know what I'm saying? And I think that a focused mind is a dangerous mind, you know? So I want to read more. You know, my wife bought me a few books. I want to read those, you know, just get in the habit of doing things. And you know, I know that you can start things at any moment. You know, you don't have to wait till January 1st. You know what I'm saying? You can start to change your life January 17th. You know what I'm saying? January 1st is a good starting point because it's easy to track. But in all reality, you can start at any given time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm starting today. You know, I'm chilling today. It's New Year's Eve. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably record 2 more podcasts because I wanted to you know, get some new episodes out going into the new year. So Like I said, I got two other podcasts, so I probably record two more podcasts for that. That's a goal. So I have to start early and say, you know what? You said you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta work out. I got a pile of clothes on my bed that I gotta fold. You know what I mean? Like, yo, and mind you, I hate folding clothes because it seems like it never ends. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta fold them clothes. But like I said, man, I'm just focusing, man. I just, I'm not one of those type of people who look at other people and be like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying? I wish I can do that, this, that, and the third. I think I'm capable of doing what anybody else is doing. Only difference between me and them is they probably did what I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I got to work out. I got to read more. I got to focus on the things that I'm trying to do to build the things that I'm trying to build. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we trying to rock and go into 2026, man. Just focus, lock in. You know what I mean? If you hearing this, like real talk, just lock into whatever your goals is and keep that mentality. And like I said, if you want to work out and then one day you just too tired to go to the gym, all right, man. Don't beat yourself up because you missed a day in the gym. Just go to the gym the next day and go a little harder. You know what I'm saying? And make up for that day that you didn't go. And I'm gonna hold myself to the same standard. You know, um, right now my podcast room, I got dumbbells, I got a weight bench. Because of my work schedule, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna work out at home every day. I'm gonna come in here, I'm gonna hit the bench every day. I'm gonna go to the gym on the weekends. Okay, I have to do that. You know what I'm saying? So this weekend I have to hit the gym. But today and tomorrow and the next day, I gotta come here into my podcast room, turn my music on, and get busy for an hour. That's just what it is. So I have to hold myself to that. And that's my goal for this year is just holding myself to all the things that I want to do. Journal more, read more. You know what I'm saying? I'm always super, super locked into the family. And I'm like a super husband, a super dad. Like that's number one. So I never slack in that department because that's just the most important thing in the world to me. I don't give everything comes second to that. You know what I'm saying? To my wife and kids. So I'm already locked in. I'm already locked in on that aspect. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. I wanted to come in here, man, because it's like I always got when Christmas time, right? Christmas is my favorite time. So, we get our Christmas list from the kids. You know what I'm saying? I got two teenagers and I got a 10-year-old, right? My girls, they older. They're teenagers. My son, he's 10, but he's like a mini teenager. You know what I'm saying? Like, plus these kids nowadays, they don't play with toys. My son has had every toy under the sun. You know what I'm saying? And probably only played with it maybe 20% of the time. He's all his stuff is like brand new because he never touches it. Growing up with his older sisters, he had phones early and things like that. So his mind was a little more advanced. You know what I'm saying? He had a PS5 when he was 5 years old. So he's already he's just like I'm like, yo, what you want for Christmas? Give me your list. His list is a whole bunch of clothes. You know what I'm saying? Clothes and sneakers. Like that's what his Christmas list is. You know what I mean? He got the P5, he got the Portal, he got everything you could think of. Like I can't there's no electronic that I can buy him. You know what I'm saying? Uh he got the whole gaming room set up, the cloud lights in the ceiling. He's straight. But anyway, every Christmas I always have an adventure. And this Christmas was no different, right? Each year, me and my wife, we get the list from the kids and we go through it. We try our best to get them everything on the list. And if we don't get them that, then we get them an alternative to that. You know what I'm saying? Like if they have something on here and we just can't find it or it won't come in time or something like that, then we'll give them an alternative. But then we also like make sure like that's a priority for us, you know what I'm saying? Because they deserve it. Both my girls are honor roll. My son is super nice. He's got A's and B's in his school. My girls got all A's in their school, about to go to college and all that. So it's cool. All right. I got my son Christmas list. I'm like, damn, this is all sneakers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm like, what can I get him what can I get him for the you know the to add to this? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, cool, I can go buy all these sneakers and clothes and all that, but I'm like, okay, cool, you know what? I'm gonna get him a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get him a dirt bike. Now, mind you, my brother already got my son a dirt bike. My son got a dirt bike in New York right now. He don't even know. He hasn't even seen it. He has a dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? But again, my brother is just, he hasn't had a chance to bring it down here to me. Right? Okay, cool. So now I got to convince my wife, I'm like, we gonna get him a dirt bike. All right, cool. Got her on board. Now we got to find the dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? And I'm picky, so I want a particular dirt bike. All right, we got to make sure we have it in time. All right, we got to make sure it's assembled and all that, right? So he got a dirt bike. You know what I mean? He got the ill black and green Moto Tech. You know what I mean? Electric dirt bike. I wanted to start him with it's a real dirt bike. It's just electric. I wanted to start him with electric. He has a gas dirt bike in New York. Cool. So now I got him the dirt bike, helmet, plates and all that, dirt bike gloves. He good. He doesn't even know he getting it. He don't even know he got it. You know what I'm saying? It do like 40 miles an hour, that joint run. And my son he lit. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is the night before Christmas, me and him, because again, he'll come, Dad, let's watch. Like, he likes to watch basketball highlights. So I be putting them on, the Penny Hardaway, Allen Iverson, you know what I'm saying? Jordan, Vince Carter, people that I grew up in. So we'll go on YouTube and we'll just be in the living room watching highlights and things like that. We watch dirt bikes. We watch a lot of dirt bikes. So we was watching dirt bikes for like an hour on Christmas Eve. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know that in my daughter's bedroom, in her bathroom, he got a fucking dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? He don't even know that. Like, and he be going in my daughter's room, but I told her, make sure you keep this bathroom door closed. So he goes in my daughter's room all the time. Not one, and of course I locked the door, but he didn't even know. Like we watching this the night before Christmas, and you don't even know you about to get a dirt bike the next day. Okay, cool. So my middle daughter and my oldest daughter, you know, they same thing. They just want clothes. You know what I'm saying? My middle daughter want sweatsuits and sneakers. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's with these kids in sweatsuits? I don't know. But she wants sweatsuits, sneakers, Lego sets, and an iPad, right? We're going to get back to that iPad. Okay, and we're going to get back to that Legos. Okay, my oldest daughter, you know what I mean? She wants same thing, clothes. She wants some boots, some sneakers. She want a MacBook. She want a record player and a Thriller vinyl, right? Cool. My middle daughter wants the iPad, but she wants the pink iPad, right? Mind you, they had like pink, gray, uh, black, I think. I don't know, silver, whatever. Long story short, she wanted the pink iPad. And again, me and my wife, we like to get them exactly what they ask for because we get enjoyment out of seeing their enjoyments from opening up their gifts, right? Cool. My other daughter want the MacBook and all that. That's nothing. Boom. We go to Best Buy. They got the MacBooks in there. We got her the MacBook. Boom. We walking through a store. We was in the mall, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we got to get the record player." I forgot what store we in. They had record players in there. Boom. Went to like Target or something, looking for something else. Oh, last Thriller thing. Boom. So her main things she got out the way. Cool. Now let's get back to my middle daughter. She only wants the pink iPad, right? Go to Best Buy. Yo, my man, pink iPad? Nah, sold out. Okay, cool. Is there any Best Buys in this area? Live in Chicago. Any Best Buy, right? I live in the city. You understand what I'm saying to you? Like, I live 5 minutes away from the Bulls Stadium. Like, I'm in the city. Yo, anything. It doesn't matter where. Anything in this area, I'll go. Nah, man, you don't want the gray one. Nah, man, I need that pink one. Nah, they all sold out. Now I'm like, wait, what's going on? Because again, this is Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this was Sunday. No, this was Saturday. This was the Saturday before Christmas because yeah, I remember it was Saturday. Okay, cool. Sold out everywhere. So we still running around. We in the mall. We still shopping, but we trying to find this as well, right? So boom, we get in the parking lot. We in the car chilling. We like, what we gonna do about this iPad? I goes online, right? I see them online, and they're guaranteeing delivery. They're guaranteeing delivery before the 24th, right? Before Christmas Eve. Guaranteed you'll get them before Christmas Eve or on Christmas Eve, right? Latest Christmas Eve. I'm looking at my wife. I'm like, you think we should attempt this? She like, yo, we might have to because um they're not around. So I called a few more stores. Nobody has it. Okay, cool. Let me order this joint. Right? So I call Best Buy. I don't even want to do it online. I want to call and talk to somebody and order. Get on the phone with Best Buy. I'm like, listen, man, I'm about to order this. I want to order this pink iPad, but can you confirm that it'll come here no later than Christmas Eve? Like, even though Christmas Eve is chancing it, right? I don't know. He said, sir, I guarantee you we're gonna do it. It's gonna be Christmas Eve. Mind you, I was on the phone with this dude for an hour, going back and forth, talking. An hour. I was on the phone with this dude. Then I'm tight because it's holiday seasons. Niggas is stealing packages crazy, right? Niggas is stealing packages crazy. So I'm like, okay, I can't have no fucking iPad outside. I don't want to run the risk of somebody stealing it. So I do that. Then I'm like, nah. Matter of fact, I got him. He sent me the email so I could place the order. Then I'm like, no, I'm gonna get it sent to my wife's job. You know what I'm saying? My wife is a wellness director. She go to her job at any time, and we can get the package. Cool. Now he got to redo the ticket. Send me another one. He put the wrong address in. Nah, my man, this is the address. Redo the ticket. Send another one. So we was going through a lot of back and forths, right? We was going through a lot of back and forths. Okay, cool. Place the order, right? I bet. This was Sunday. He guaranteed me it'll be here. He was like, yo, I'm putting this in for overnight. Don't worry about it. You'll get it Monday, Tuesday, the latest, right? Tuesday, the latest. Because Wednesday, hold on one second. Sure. Days. Yeah, because Wednesday was the 24th. Tuesday. He guaranteed me it'll be there by 23rd. So Monday come, we ain't hear nothing. Tuesday come, we ain't hear nothing. Then my wife get an email like, yo, it's been a delay on your package. You're gonna get the package on the 25th. Oh, I'm sick. I'm sick. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm sick. Yo, what's going on? Mind you, this is her main thing. Like, and we like to get the main thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sneakers and clothes, that's all good. Yo, they ain't have these J's. We couldn't find these J's. I got you these. Like, certain things can be altered and all that. You know what I'm saying? What we gonna do about this? I'm searching. I'm searching. Crazy. Mind you, I'm telling my wife, yo, check that joint every half hour. Cause sometimes you update it and it's like, oh no, it's coming on this time. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? But she was updating it, nothing. She like, nah, man, that joint clip, it's gonna come on Friday. I'm like, damn, man, we done spent almost 400 on this laptop. It's not here. I'm mad. I called Best Buy. They told me to call FedEx. FedEx told me to call Best Buy. Best Buy told me to call FedEx. FedEx told me to call Best Buy. Because I was trying to call like, yo, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Track this joint, see where it's at. Oh, you got to call FedEx. I call FedEx. Yo, where's this package at? You know what I'm saying? It's saying it's not going to be here till Friday. Where's it at right now? Because I'll drive there. I'm not that. I'll drive. I don't give a fuck if it's 3 hours away. If I need to get something particular, I'm going to do it. You understand what I'm saying to you? I'm just like, that's just what it is with me. Like, I like I said, I fucking on, my wife and my kids wanted to make banana pudding. this banana pudding recipe they saw on TikTok for Thanksgiving, and they needed some Biscoff cookies that they give you on the plane. For now, I guess everybody in the world seen this TikTok video because them joints were sold out everywhere. I drove around for 5 hours looking for Biscoff cookies. You know what I'm saying? My wife called me like, "Yo, they got some downtown at the CVS," and I was like 25 minutes away from that spot, and I shot downtown and grabbed some. But I was going for like 4.5, 5 hours. You understand what I'm saying? Just for some Biscoff cookies. Like, I'm that type of dad. Now, so I told my wife, I'm like, okay, cool. We got to figure this out, right? Let's pause the, so that was the iPad, right? So now I'm just searching everywhere, searching, right? Another thing that she wanted was Lego set, right? My daughter likes to build Lego sets. Okay, cool. What Lego sets you want to get her? My wife said, yo, let's get her the Home Alone joint, the big joint. Okay, cool. We're going to get her that. For some reason, I'm thinking like, okay, you know, this is one of the on the more of the expensive side. So, you know, I'm going to be able to grab it. Everybody don't want to just pay $300 for a Home Alone set, for a Home Alone Lego set. And every time I walked in a Lego store, I've always seen the Home Alone Lego set. Okay, cool. So I wasn't rushing to get it because I just figured it'll be in the Lego store. Until we went to the Lego store and it was sold out. Now I'm sick. I'm like, oh shit. Now mind you, she just said a Lego set. She didn't necessarily say the Home Alone, but she always liked that Home Alone one. So we're like, yo, we're gonna surprise her with the Home Alone one. Okay, cool. Go on Lego.com. Sold out. No store within 250 miles. You know what I'm saying? No store within 250 miles has this Lego set. They're on back order on Lego.com till March. Till March. What the fuck? Now I'm just everywhere. Like, okay, cool. Somebody got it. I'm calling Barnes and Nobles. I'm calling every single place that I can find that sells Legos. Oh, we sold out. Barnes and Noble said that they had some in stock. I called them. No, we don't have none in stock. Can you check? Nope. Yes. No, Barnes and Noble has them. I'm sick. Right? So I go on OfferUp. I'm looking. I'm like, I come across this dude, right? I come across two people. He has a Lego set. So one dude wanted 500. I'm like, Then this other dude, matter of fact, the dude that I'm talking to, he wanted 500. This other dude, I don't know. He was on some. I don't know. But this dude, he wanted 500. So I'm like, yo, and mind you, this guy here. This is what he does. He has mad Legos. Like, he sells brand new factory sealed Legos. Like, I guess he collects them and resells them. Right? Okay, cool. Thank you God that I came across this dude. Right? So I'm like, yo, my man, how much you want? Like, what's the best you gonna take for the Lego sets? He said 420. I said, okay, cool. He said, but I'm only gonna meet at the police station. That's even better. You know what I'm saying? Because of course I'm gonna come. Probably gonna bring my you know what I mean? Probably gonna bring that anyway. Because we dealing with money and we dealing with the holidays, and I know it's a lot of scammers, so I probably was gonna bring that anyway. But he said, yo, we gonna meet at the police station. Factory seal, brand new Home Alone Lego set, $420. Right? The Lego set in store cost $300. So we paid $120 more. This is Christmas Eve. This dude wanted to meet me at the police station at 7 o'clock. And he was 45 minutes away from me. So on Christmas Eve, mind you, me and my wife, we had, like, sometimes me and my wife, we just like to put the air mattress in the living room and just watch movies, eat some popcorn, and just chill. Like, so now, mind you, we had all the Christmas shit in our bedroom, all over. Whole bedroom full of Christmas stuff. So we had the air mattress in the living room. Everybody's knocked out sleep. 5:50 in the morning, I'm getting up to get on the road to go meet this dude at the police station. Right? Met him at the police station. Boom. Right? I guess again, factory seal, brand spanking new, receipt, all that. Lit. Cool. He like, yo, listen, I told him, he like, yo, if you ever need a particular one, just hit me up. This is what I do. Okay, cool. Thank you, man. My daughter's gonna be happy, man. Appreciate you. I get back. I come home. Mind you, I was still looking for the iPad, right? Mind you, I'm still looking for the iPad. I come back home. My wife, she's still asleep. Everybody's still asleep. I done got up, drove for 40 minutes, picked the Lego set up, 40 minutes back, came back to the crib. Everybody's still stretched. All night, last night, and this morning, I've been looking for this iPad. So there's this store. It's like a center. It's almost like a Walmart out here in this area called Miger, or Miega, or something like that, right? You could go in there. They got like a electronic section, a clothes section, a supermarket section. It's like a Walmart, but a different kind, right? It's not as big. They had a pink iPad. I calls them. You got an iPad in stock? Yeah. Listen, man, I live 35 minutes away. Is it possible you could put it to the side? He said he can't put it to the side because it's, everybody, it's a hot commodity. And just in case I don't come, somebody come in there, don't see it, they could lose a sale, whatever the case. Long story short, he can't hold them. I put my clothes on. I'm back on the road. You know what I'm saying? I met dude at 7. I was back home by like 7:45. I was back out the house by like maybe 8:15. 8:15, I'm back on the road driving another 40 minutes to the store. Whole time, I'm just like, yo, I hope nobody, because again, everybody wants this pink iPad. So I'm like, I hope nobody buys this iPad. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, this ain't a Best Buy. This is some like, off to the cut type of store, whatever. I get in there. I go right to the electronics, right? I see where they have like Apple products or whatever the case, empty. I look, I'm like, I said, excuse me, miss, do you guys have the pink iPad? She said, oh, I just sold one 2 minutes ago. She said, I'll check and see if we have another one in the back. She looked in her scanner. She said, we got 2 more. I said, can I get one, please? She went in the back for like 15 minutes. But what if that was the last one? She said, I just sold it 2 minutes ago. You understand what I'm saying? And mind you, I was getting busy on the highway to get up there because I knew I wasn't the only person looking for this. I knew that. I was on the highway getting busy. This Christmas Eve, I'm on the highway getting busy. You know what I'm saying? I got my daughter the Lego set. I just need to get her this iPad, and everybody got everything they wanted, plus more, and it's lit. I need this iPad. I get there. She said, yo, there's 2 more. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I get that. She go in the back for like 15 minutes. Where this shit was, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she went in the back, came back with the iPad. It's lit. Got the iPad, came back to the crib, secured the bag. Everybody had a blessed Christmas. And every Christmas, me and my wife, we always have some type of adventure. Every Christmas, we come down to the wire. This was Christmas Eve. We came down to the wire. Now we got 2 pink iPads. Well, not now because I literally just came back, from Best Buy because I took the one back that they that arrived late. Took that back, got that, yeah. So we took that one back, whatever the case. But we had 2 iPads, bought 2. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, these kids, man. Because, on the 2 iPads and the fucking, not including everything else, just on the 2 iPads and the Lego set, that's $1,000. You understand what I'm saying? That's $1,000 that was spent on those 3 items. We ain't talking dirt bikes. We ain't talking, mind you, this is a real dirt bike. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking dirt bikes, the iPads, the MacBooks. You know what I'm saying? My son got like 4 or 5 pairs of sneakers, wild clothes, all that. We're not even talking about that. But we also not talking about money, right? Because that don't matter. It don't matter if it costs a penny, $1, $10, $100, $1,000, $1,000,000. The price doesn't matter. What matters is the smile. I could have easily said, My daughter is teenager. She understands. Like, she's super smart, super like intelligent. Like, it's nothing. I could have easily been like, hey, we got that for you, but it'll be here tomorrow. She would have been okay. It's one day. Like, literally, it literally was there Friday. You know what I'm saying? She would have been like, all right, cool. But I want you to open that up on that day. I want you to open that up on Christmas. You deserve it. And again, just in those 3 products was $1,000 spent. And me and my wife say the same shit every year. Yo, we always get down to the last, like, we always got to do some running around scrambling. This is our thing. We've been doing this shit for years. It's always been like that. We always go down to the gristle because we got to get them everything that they ask for, because they have to have that enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Their upbringing have to be fulfilled and full of smiles and good moments. And everybody knows that when you go up under that Christmas tree and you open something that you really, really want, that you might not have been thinking about you're going to get, and then you open it up, that Christmas tree, on something that you didn't even ask for and you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, my son, you know how happy he was when he did the when he did the when I backed that dirt bike out. You know what I'm saying? Helmet, goggles with the chest plate, all that. He's lit, super happy. And then when he gets too big for this dirt bike, get him another one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I want that for my son. I want my son to have dirt bikes and all that. You know what I mean? Because I don't want him to get out here in these streets and chase nothing. I don't want him to get out here in these streets and chase like, oh, I got to go do this, that, and the third because I didn't have this, that, and the third growing up. No, you had everything growing up. That's why at a certain time, we sit down, we eat dinner together. You know what I'm saying? Family, 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 family. We instill that in our kids. You dig? We instill that in our kids. Family, 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 family. Love. You know, that's what we raising them on. You know what I'm saying? This shit is material shit. My daughter could drop that iPad right now and break it and crack it. You know what I'm saying? Even though she, Dad, yo, I need this iPad case and all that. She's super lit on the iPad. But it's material. I don't give a fuck about that. Material stuff. I do this for the smiles. My wife do this to see the smiles on their face. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it's all about. You know? Doesn't matter how much we spent on Christmas. Them sneakers my daughter got, which she wanted the pink Jordan 5s, you know, them joints was like $310, you know, on StockX and all that. I don't care. Eventually, she's gonna grow out of them. Well, she probably will not grow out of them. I don't even think her feet's growing anymore, but eventually they're gonna be old. You know what I'm saying? My son got Jordans and John Morants and all that. He's definitely gonna grow out of them. I don't care. You want it? I'm gonna get it. You know why? Because that smile that he gave me was priceless when he opened up them John Morants and them Jordans. Priceless. Then, you know, he got money sent in from the family. Dad, I gotta go get a VR. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, we been had a VR, but we took it back because we got the VR when it first came out. There wasn't a lot of, like, they didn't have a lot of stuff for it. So we never used it. Took that joint back. This was maybe 3 years ago. Whatever the case. But my son, him and all his boys, they game, right? He didn't put a VR on his Christmas list, but him and his boys, they game, all that. So he's talking to his boy, he like, yo, I don't know, some game they could play the VR, whatever the case. My son got wild Christmas money on top of that. He like, Dad, I need to get a VR. I'm like, all right. He gonna buy his own VR. I said, where's that? Mind you, we was already driving around. We was downtown driving around the city. I forgot what we was doing. But matter of fact, we went to the Lambo store because downtown in Chicago, they got this Lambo store and they always changing out the Bentleys, Lambos, and all that. And any time we go anywhere in that vicinity, I have to stop there. My son gotta go. He gotta see what they got because he says he's gonna buy me and my wife, his mom. We gonna buy us Lambos. That's his thing. I'm gonna buy y'all whatever car you want. So he always likes to go there. He likes to look at the cars, and that's what we do. Okay, cool. So nobody has this VR. Indiana, 40 minutes away. They got one. 40 minutes away. They got one. I'm in Chicago. What you think I did? What you think? Me and my wife, we out. We already downtown. We 40 minutes. It was 43 minutes. I put the GPS. It was 43 minutes. All right, let's go get the VR. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about the drive. I don't give a fuck about the gas. I don't give a fuck about that. Was thinking we could just run up in any Targets, mad Targets around. I was thinking we could go in Target and grab one. Nah, they sold out everywhere in the city. The city doesn't have none. We gotta go to Indiana. I don't give a fuck. I'm driving to Indiana. My son won a VR. And when he got it, he smiled. And that was my payoff. You understand what I'm saying? That smile is my payoff. That smile is my wife's payoffs. You get what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like I go above and beyond for these kids because they're well mannered. They're on the honor roll. And I could go in my son's room right now and be like, yo, make a pile of everything you don't want. Matter of fact, I have to do that anyway because he got so much new clothes. Now we got to go get rid of some old clothes, get rid of sneakers that he don't fit, and, you know, take them to Goodwill and give them to someone that can use them. I had this dude at my job who has a son that coming up, like, you know, around my son age. Come on, man. When we moved here to Chicago, man, the shit that I gave away, I'm talking electric four-wheelers, dirt bikes, bags of toys. Like, my son didn't play with none of that. We done bought my son thousands of dollars worth of toys for Christmas. He doesn't play with none of that. Didn't play with none of that. I gave so much stuff away, and I know I could call him in his room right now, like, yo, big man, we're gonna give, you know, you got some sneakers or whatever you don't want no more, clothes or whatever. He gonna come out with a pile here, Dad. He's not crying over nothing. He's 10, but he understands that, hey, no, I don't want this no more. Yo, they can have this, that, boom, 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 boom. He gonna make a pile. He gonna put it in the bag. So I'm gonna go above and beyond for him. You know what I'm saying? Same with my daughters. Like, my daughters is in here getting college scholarships and all that. Yeah, you want a MacBook? You got that. You know what I'm saying? They go and enroll in college courses and classes because they want to. Or you want an iPad? You got that. You want a Lego set? You got that. You want your little turntable and blast Michael Jackson all night long? You got that. That's just what it is, you know? And you know, I say that to say, again, it's not about no money, man. You know, we all out here, we all wake up, go to work to get some type of money. Doesn't matter what you make, doesn't matter what you got, don't matter what you don't got. It's about that memory, you know? It's about that memory. It's about that experience. To me and my wife, it's an experience because we be on an adventure. We go out to eat. We make it be a whole thing with us. We don't just be Christmas shopping. You know what I'm saying? We be Christmas shopping and we go out to eat. We chill. We do whatever. You know, and that's just what it is. And it's enjoyment for us. You know, coming home, telling the kids, hey, man, go in the room for a second. We got to bring these bags in. That's mommy and daddy doing that. That's mommy and daddy hard work. That ain't no Santa Claus. And my kids knew this from the rip. That ain't Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? They respect us enough to understand that. And they respect us enough to not try to look in the bags and none of that because they know mommy and daddy going to do right. You know? And they also know how hard we work to do this. You know? So, yeah, man. You know? And you know what's crazy? My kids, my daughters, they work now. So they making their own bread. They said, Dad, my daughter called me. Yo, Dad, you gotta come to the jewelry store with me. Me and my jewelry store we come pick my daughter up. There's a jewelry store. My daughter work in this nice little area, and they got like other stores and shops there, clothing stores, jewelry stores, whatever the case. We go to the store, drop a bag on mom for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Dropped a nice bag on them in the jewelry store on her mother. And I was proud because they wanted me to come through and, you know, again, secure the perimeter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and we're not talking about no Jack in the Box shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had to come there because this is a big transaction. And it felt good. It felt good because they did right, and my wife didn't ask for that. She was surprised. You know what I'm saying? My daughter just like, Dad, you gotta come here because there's a lot of money and I want to make sure everything right. Cool. You know what I mean? And there was two that they was looking at. You know what I'm saying? I'll say what it is, but my wife, she doesn't. My wife be like, oh no, I want to keep this for myself. I want to keep this. I'm like, okay, but just know it was two things that they was looking at, and my daughter FaceTime my other daughter who was at work, like, yo, these cost this and this cost that. Like, what's the budget? She was like, ain't no budget. Get whatever one. And I was like, oh, they lit in this joint. But they was like, yo, ain't no budget. Ain't no budget. You know what I'm saying? And they got her some diamonds. And them things is dancing. I'm like, hey man, I'm usually the jewelry buyer in the house. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I buy my wife jewelry and sneakers. Like, she could throw some water on. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. My wife could throw some water on. But I just wanted to throw that little tidbit in there because we talking about my Christmas runarounds. You know what I'm saying? But that was a proud moment, man. That was a real proud moment to see my girls go and do that. You know what I'm saying? They know me, I'm a sneakerhead, so they hit me with the sneaks and all that. Like, I'm like, yo, what can I ask for, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got me sneaks, y'all got your brother. Like, they went on their own and bought everybody stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I had no issues with going wherever to get the iPad and the Lego set, spending whatever on the MacBook. You know what I mean? Because look, we buying mommy diamonds. Diamonds, real diamonds. White gold. Like, my wife her thing is white gold. Real white gold diamonds. Like, nice diamonds, a bag. With no hesitation. Right? Gave their little brother bread, gift cards, and I forgot what else they got him. You know what I'm saying? For his PlayStations and all that. Me sneakers and all that. Like, come on, man. They did that on their own. You know? So I just wanted to get on here, man, just share my little my Christmas runaround, man. Again, man. Then me and my wife, we every year we like, yo, we gonna Christmas shop in November, so we don't gotta do all this running around. Cause for some reason, we get pushed to the limit, to the last little minute. And we say this every year, and then we do it every year. So I think we work good in the chaos of the last minute runaround. I think that's like our thing because, again, it always get to the last minute and then it always work out. You know what I'm saying? But every year we be like, yo, we gonna do this in October next year. All right, we gonna do this in November. So we ain't even gotta do nothing in December. But yeah, that was my Christmas runaround, man. That was my holidays. This is the What We Talking About podcast, man. I just want y'all to really, really be on the lookout for this podcast, man. I'm bringing interviews, we gonna talk music, talking, news, real topics, and like I said, man, I just want to invite y'all into the mind of me. You know what I'm saying? I got an interesting mind. Um, I give good advice. I have a real clear outlook on things. You know what I'm saying? I'm man enough to stand in what I stand in. Believe in what I believe in, and I don't weigh my opinion to go with the in crowd and all that. You know what I'm saying? My name is Rick. I'm one of a kind. I stand out. I stand different. I move different. I am who I am. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of people you hear listening to on these podcasts, they ain't even speaking their own opinion. They're speaking the popular opinion. You know what I'm saying? You come here, you're going to get Rick's opinion. This is my opinion. On whatever the topic is that I'm talking about, just know that's my opinion. You understand what I'm saying? But please, yo, be on the lookout. If you're listening to this on Apple, I'm not sure how it looks on Spotify, but I know on Apple, if you're listening to this on Apple, you will see the FTH Media. So if you click that link, then you'll see my other podcasts, man. Follow those podcasts, listen to them, drop a comment. If you're listening to this right now, drop a comment, man. Let me know, if you want me to discuss something on the podcast. You need some advice, my opinion on something, leave it in the comments. And I'll bring it to the platform, man. So again, man, you ain't got to make a million resolutions. Just focus, man. And whatever your brain tells you to do, and whatever your mind tells you to do, or whatever your thoughts telling you to do, focus in on that and get busy. Right here on my desk, I have this sign that says, if your dreams don't scare you, they aren't big enough. So dream big, get scared, and get busy. You understand what I'm saying? This is Rick. This is What We Talking About podcast, and I'm gone.